But what's the crack with you, Mum? How you been keeping it?
Oh, good, man, yeah.
In like a week or two here.
Yeah, we're fucking flat out, man. What happened last week? What were we doing last week?
Last week, what did we do?
We were going to record at your solo show, and then sure, it was fucking flat to the welcome, man.
Oh, yeah. And the weirdest gig ever. Yeah, actually, we talked about that. I did a cheeky wee boot, which somebody has bought tickets, so fair play to you. And it was funny because the woman who was like working at the bar, I'd never met her before.
Yeah, she was new, like only a month or something.
And had the most wild interactions with everyone. A few of the work ones were down at the back, you know, and they were like, "Who was that woman at the bar?" And I was like,
"Joanne." Shout out Joanne.
Shout out Joanne. I was like, I don't know. And they were like, "Did she work there?" And I went, "Yeah, why?" And she was like, she came over and just asked us where we were from and sat down with us.
Yeah, started doing crowd work.
I was like, she did that once too, and obviously, like, you know, in that area in the Portside Inn, shout out to Portside Inn, they're literally like so like accommodating for the comedians. Like, it's actually wild how like much they do for me.
I think place. Actually the pint we got initially was free.
Yeah, exactly. Don't say that. Does the bar know that? But I think she assumed that we get free pints.
Yeah.
But she just moved the rope. You know the wee red rope that's like like cuts off, like you know what it's like if you were in Lavery's. You know what we rumor, like the room,
curtain.
The curtain where all the comedians stand before they go on stage.
Yeah,
it's like that, but like we have just a rope, but it's like high up, so the crowd can't really see you when you're in it. You know,
it's that, but a wee bit smacked out.
Yeah, exactly.
Lavery's curtain, but smacked out.
Yeah, exactly. She just came over, moved the rope, told the crowd, you can sit in here, so you can." I was like sitting writing material before you came, and there was like 7 people sitting around me. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh fuck!
She was like, "We're gonna be mates tonight, aren't we?" And I was like, "Class." Whatever.
Yeah, not after that. No, we came in and we were talking shite and all, and there was a bit of filth been thrown around, and I remember the people were
shiting on chests.
Yeah, and she was like, she's around Adam being like, "Would you let someone shite in your chest on?" And you know Adam, like, he was laughing it up, like, he was loving it, he was in stitches, like, and there's just people eating their spuds, like, behind us, and they were all like,
"These garlic cute potatoes go nice with a bit of filth, bro," you know.
Fucking insane, bro. It was a fucking brilliant gig, though. Thanks for having me, man.
Man, you fucking smashed it. In true Soupy fashion, forgot your material.
Forgot my material and just went, "Fuck it, what's the crack?" But it was
still weird. Fucking pulled it off really well.
That's what I'm saying. I forget my material and then be in the middle of fucking about and then remember it, and then somehow the joke is still within reach and I just grab it back and I hit the punchline and it's good. Like,
see,
so it's
that's
weird.
Like, you can tell that's a transitional period between you realising on stage that you're funny and trying to like rehearse your material as well, which is the annoying part, is trying to rehearse the material, but half the battle is just being funny on stage. So, you know, you did really well at that. It was when, like, literally the work ones were like talking about, they were like, "What about your man with the glasses threatening to kill himself on stage?" I'm blaming us.
But man, I remember just saying that and being like, "Oh my god, those words just came out." And I think afterwards I was like, "That was a Freudian slip, folks. I didn't even mean that." Like, that's...
And then you went to hang yourself with a mic cord, got a big laugh, and then went, "As if I could hang myself with that, as if that would hold my weight." Bigger laugh. I was like, we were all just sitting in like the green room area being like, "Hi." He's fucking smashing it right now.
It was insane, bro. It was one of them ones that it was sink or swim, like, and I was bitch was paddling.
You were
like,
fucking you were on a raft, like, just with your feet in. But that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't like you weren't even close to down on your hole. No, everything was getting a laugh.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it was more myself. I could feel nearly down in my hole. Where when I initially forgot that, I fucked up that fucking Yvonne joke, and I was fuming.
I have that in video
because I hit the punchline during the setup for some reason, because the whole thing is it's a wordplay thing, whatever.
I was sitting watching you going, "He's going to do it. He's going to do this joke and he's going to get a massive laugh and all." And I was like, buzzing for it. And then you said it halfway through it, and I went, "What's he doing?" And you went, "And that's the punchline."
In fairness, I still got a laugh after that. It was still fine, but I was feeling.
You got a laugh, and you were like, "Why are you laughing?" You went, "Oh fuck, I said the punchline."
But yeah, it was fucking. I was fuming with that, and that's just because I hadn't gigged in a few weeks, and I just was like,
that
feeling it out. And I should have. I know what it was like. I should have been more quote unquote. That's why I came off. I was a bit annoyed. I did get a lot of laughs and it was great crack, and I enjoyed myself. But I came off. I was like, fuck. I was fuming because I want to get the fucking, I want to rehearse it more and be more surgical with it, like, you know what I mean. Speaking of surgical, man, I went to the town hall on, like, the Newry Town Hall gig on Saturday past there. Shout out Darren Leon, fucking great gig. And Colin Murphy headlining.
Oh really? Yeah,
bro, I knew he was funny, obviously seen him on TV and XYZ, like, take your pick, bro. Surgical with it. Like,
see, he's a good example of, like, remembering material.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
There's no like dicking about with him on stage.
No, that man.
I've only seen him do like a 10-minute set somewhere. Like
he done 20, I think, in the town hall, and I'm not joking. I was in fucking stitches. And the thing is, there's no like punchlines. There's no like wordplay. There's no silly jokes. Like my shit's just like, this sounds like this, so it's funny, or like, like it's funny in its own regard, but he was just like, it was like storytelling, but it wasn't just like, let me tell you about the time this happened. It was just like so clear, so concise, flowed so well, segues perfect, timing immaculate, like everything. And I actually left the gig pissed off, being like, I'm fuming that he's so good, and like you think you're doing well, and you see someone like that, and you're like, oh my fucking god, I've got a lot. Like he's doing the comedy 30 years, like
that's another thing. He's doing it like literally 10 times what I've been doing, like that's mental. Like again, and I would consider myself not like good, but I get laughs. Like when I'm on stage, my main goal is to get laughs, be rememberable. If I'm down on my hole, be forgetful. Like my name's Ian Thompson. See you later. But like literally, and that's like me going, that's fucking like 2.5 years of hard ass work at it, and then you're like, I'm not like 30 years, and then him just selling out shows left, right, and center, and you're like, Jesus. And that's just a local fella. I walked past him at Tesco's in Rushmere one time. I walked past him, I was like, it's fucking Colin Murphy. And he looked at me and he goes, and I was like, he knows I know him. Because he seen me fully just like, we were walking past each other on our own, and I was just staring at him, but it was Craigavon, so people just stare at you anyway. But he was like looking at me, and he looked at me as if to go, yeah, I know you know who I am. And I went, fuck me,
you're man from the telly.
I was like, where's that? And I looked up, he was like gigging in like fucking Uri or something that night, so, or like like Omar or something. So I was like, he's probably just stopped on the way there.
No, it was insane because afterwards he came out and no one wants to be that guy, the guy, especially the open micer, quote unquote, coming up to you being like, I fucking love you,
and I've heard stories about him just not being like accommodating to that, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, well,
30 years you'd be like, I love you.
Come on, you see, definitely see somebody, it's a revolving door, like, exactly. But I just wanted to, I didn't want to like go out of my way to like whatever, but he was standing near me. James McCauley was talking to him. I was talking to a couple of my mates. They headed on, so I was over standing just when they were talking in a wee circle. And this man actually walked over. He goes, so it's the most Newry thing ever. He just goes, Colin was in the middle of talking to James and Rory, and this man just walks over and just goes, Colin, the wife, and just turned away. As if to say, just sort her out there. And Colin was just all like, what? And then like the wife come over, she's like, hello.
Was that, you're a receptionist or what are you like the MC for your wife?
And she was just chatting away, being like, obviously just being like, oh fuck, I love you, or whatever, all this shit. I seen that and I was like, maybe I'll not. If he says goodbye and if we're having interaction, I'll just say, listen, fucking, like, not, I love all your material. I was just gonna say, I'm doing comedy a year and seeing that like appreciates, like, it makes me appreciate the art much more, Exactly, and then you walked away and I was like, it's fine, like it's all good. Like he doesn't need to know that. It's just if you know what I mean.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, it was unbelievable. So sorry. So here's the crack. So what you were saying about fuck me, forget my lines, and the way the boys in the group chat were saying. Obviously, my classic line whenever I forget my line on stage, and it always gets a laugh. It's like pure get out of jail free card, and I've actually used that before when I haven't forgotten my line because I'm like, I fancy a wee laugh, take that, And so the whole issue, like, me forget my lines, all this shit. So Talal text me today in the group chat and was like, Soupy, do you want to be in a play? I was like, I suppose, like, so chatting away at him, and I'm gonna be in a play. So I'm gonna be in a.
I wonder what made him think like Soupy would be good for this role. Like.
Well, I've done a wee bit of acting before because we were discussing plays a few days ago in the group chat, and I just said that it's actually quite difficult to be in a play because it's the combination of stand up in terms of like you're in the hot seat, and acting in terms of you have to pretend to be somebody else and remember your lines and shit. So obviously I've done a bit of acting before, and it's easy in terms of. If you fuck something up, you just retake, like. Yeah. Exactly. Whereas, like on stage,
that's the fucking.
Yeah,
show,
and there's no like. Excuse me, you can probably riff it, pun intended, a wee bit on stage.
I'll fucking eat off riff.
I'm fucking trying to think of some more Nazi jokes. Doesn't matter. I can't get Nazi jokes out of my head. Sorry.
It's all coming back to me. I'm back in the war. So yeah, he put you in a play.
Yes.
So what actually like?
So he just said. So yeah, I said I'd be interested in doing a play. Just whimsically, I just said in the group chat we're all just talking shit. It's probably on the shitter or something, you know. And then he just said, "Do you want to be in a play?" So they've had a dropout in the play they're doing on, I think it's the 9th to the 12th of May in the Crack Theatre in Dungannon. And I don't know if I can tell. Yeah, no, I can definitely say what character I'm being because it fucking exists. So I'm gonna be an Italian mob boss. Hopefully, I just get to eat a load of fucking antipasti charcuterie.
A load of fucking gabagool, bro. You know? Are you gonna like take an approach like a sort of like, you know, like Tom Hardy approached it, come up with your own character, you know, like fucking like do some like Soprano, like fucking Tony Soprano shit. Just,
imagine,
like, Jesus fucking Christ, you know, like
just heavy breathing the whole time.
Big lace show.
So that's the crack there. On the way over, actually, so I sent him a voice note, and he said I'd confirm me, and that's the voice note he sent just as we were starting the pod that I'm in, like, so. He was like, "What's your Italian accent like?" And then he done his Italian accent at the end of the voice note, and I was like, "Fuck, it's actually cracker." I didn't expect it out of him. But
what is it? Can you give a sneak peek?
No, because I'm actually decent enough at accents when it comes, if I like put my mind to it, because I do accents.
It's probably gonna go Russian, isn't it?
Oh man, I went to do it earlier when I told the ones in work, and then it just went pure, just vague foreign. Like it just went, which I suppose works too.
You know, like, me can't have the boys come down round you, fucking make you sleep with the fishes, man.
I Conor McGregor wrote this.
Him and his fucking 3 lines. Yeah. No.
Yeah, and then he starts acting.
So what, like, if you're gonna do it, I'm trying to think of.
I don't know if it's Italian or Italian American. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's because it's easy to pull off like hey, this fucking guy. You know, he's coming after me. I need a fucking couple of guys to sort him out. You know, but like,
you want the part that's cracker.
But like, if it's like Italian, just
Italians, Baba the Boopy, like
Buongiorno, bro. Fucking Baba Boopy, Baba the Coca.
But so I actually just watched a Howcast video, which throwback. I used to watch all them all the time, like how to kiss girls and all. But
how to do stand up.
Yeah, but I need to see. I need to figure out, see what the crack is. I tried it on the way over the road, just listen to it, and I was like, it's not great. But I'll literally go home tonight and just watch a couple of videos, do a few. Yeah. I was going to say do a few lines, but
it'll be so out of place if the whole play is like Northern Irish and it's just a load of Strabane ones being like, "Oh fuck, you need to talk to Big Soupy, a mafia boss." Yeah. And you're like, "Hey, this fucking guy, it's going to be so out of place."
You come to me on my daughter's birthday. Wednesday.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's communion.
Yeah, communion. Ask me for the length of score. That's completely Russian again. Vladimir Soprano. Fuck me.
That was funny, but like last week when he said Father Tadoff.
Yeah. So good, man, so good. But yeah, so we're going to be a play. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Me straight too. No.
There's a few guys I know in plays. I'm like, you know, like even in the comedy scene and stuff, I'm like, just come out, man. You know, like it's not even funny anymore. You know, it's not even like cool. Like it's cool to be, just fucking be.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
But that is actually so bad on any gay people that find it so hard to come out. It's a new thing. Look at him. Look at that, just shaking.
No, it's our mate, one of the comedians.
It's more, but I can't just preface that. Yeah. It's more recognised now, and if you're gay, fucking all the best to you. Suck away. Come on ahead.
No, I'm gonna be pissed off at you. Just come out, bro. Just fucking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what are you at? No, fucking holding the big news and all.
I'm
you
like,
know what I mean?
Stop fucking lying to yourself.
Cock teasing, like.
Give me a shout, bro. You know? Make this pond a bigger pond. I'm trying to be a wee fish here, man. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, no, I'm only joking. I know that is kind of insensitive, but like, there's a lot of people going through a hard time with that. You know, probably, you know, they've got dads that are like, "You come to me, you come out to me on the day of my daughter's wedding."
Oh God, fucking. Oh, there's definitely a culty gay joke with RuPaul's Drag Race in there.
The Drag Race is just cards.
yeah, you're like, that's what I mean. Like, come to my Drag Race next week, and he's all fucking happy days, all scan your jacket and all on. He comes down, you're doing a death drop on the stage.
Don't know whether they cut the wrists or cut the turf. No, was one I thought of before. Where like you're talking about like a culture talk about their car and like pronouns. Yeah. They'll be like, "Oh, she's fucking low there."
Yeah.
"Oh, they're low there."
yeah. Thon. I suppose Thon is. Thon. Man, cultures were fucking ahead of the times with their fucking pronouns. Like
they were far ahead of it, man. But for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
They're like Thon fucking fruit over there. You're like, well, I mean, he didn't call him he or she.
He's half right. He's half right.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
But so absolutely wee slag about the theatre about he's being gay. Imagine I was completely gay after the theatre. It's like, I turned you, man, don't do it.
Like, we were right to be afraid.
See, being gay, it looks like so much fun. You've got the sexual freedom of a man or of a woman, but you can also be a man. Like, they can just make anything into like an innuendo. It's like fucking. I know, like, I need a Galvis gone from my throat. It's like, I don't care what his name is, I just want a fireman in my throat. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care if his name's Gavin or what, But I love that. I think it's like, there's a couple of flamboyantly gay mates I have, and I love being around them. They're just so much fun.
I think, because I know a lot of gay guys who would be like, they're just comfortable. Yeah. Like, they're gay, but they're just like, I don't care enough to do anything extra,
They're not like feminine with it.
Even not that they can be feminine, they can like ham it up when they're around their girlfriends or whatever.
Yeah, I love it.
But like whenever they're just talking to you, they're like, "Fuck me, man, fucking husband's fucking wiping my head in here." He's doing my nut, and I have to fucking hit that pub to get away from him, and all fuck's sake, fucking cunt hasn't given me the ride in 2 weeks.
Making down to the pub here, the boys drinking all the cocktails and all. Drinking a little double kitties for myself.
I need to head out for a few pints here, lad. Is the Kremlin open tonight? No, that's what I mean. Like, I'm like a big advocate of, like, people misunderstand me whenever I like slag and stuff. I'm a big advocate for just being comfortable in your own skin. I feel like being comfortable in your own skin, no matter what the crack is just the goal. Yeah. Never mind, like I don't get why people pay so much attention to the fact. This is what I don't like about like the fucking wee green haired weirdos who like come up to you and they're like, "Stop slagging that gay guy," and you're like, "He's my mate," he just caught me fucking everything, and it's like,
we're cool with each other, like, as long as it's meant nicely, it's not. I'm not saying a negative thing about like, it's a stereotype. People in theatre are gay. Like, we laugh about that. That's funny, but like, there's definitely a line to cross there somewhere where it's like you're hating on people.
Yeah, it's very like well understood that there is a line between hating someone and maybe having a bit of friendly banter. Yeah. But again, like my whole opinion on it is like just overall is just be fucking comfortable with yourself, man. Yeah. Stop giving a fuck what other people think. If you want to, whatever you put in your mouth, whatever you fucking put in your ass, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. That usually is the line that like sounds really homophobic, isn't it? I don't give a fuck what you put in your ass, you fruit. I fucking no. It's like I don't like I none of that fucking matters. Like
it doesn't matter.
This is where I don't get it because I've never felt. Again, I've grew up with like aunties and uncles that are gay. Fucking always, like my whole life they've just had, like my auntie Lulu's just had girlfriends coming in their house every single
like in serious box.
Oh yeah, just fucking just muff munching their day away, bro. Fucking
couldn't whack it.
Couldn't get the words out of her for the fucking muff hanging out of her.
Fucking fish tacos every night.
So I never like understood like where the whole hatred from it comes from, but and obviously I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not trying to like be philosophical and like go, I've fucking solved gay, like, I'm just saying like, being like in my experience, I never understood it because it was always just like in my life. Yeah. So whenever like I see people being homophobic, I'm like, why? Like in the same thing, like when it comes to like black, white, fucking, they're like, I hate him because he's this color, and you're like, why? I'm like,
what happened?
What? Like, who hurt you, man? Like, was it too much loving or not enough?
And what? No, it is. It's it a few years ago it actually came about, and it sort of resonated with me. Whenever like people really hate something, it turns out they actually are that thing, or there's something in them that rejects it so much they don't like it, and that was widely accepted. And I feel like it's not, that part of it isn't spoken about anymore, where it's pure like whoever smelled the Delta type beat, like, you know what I mean? Type beat.
Search that up. We'll freestyle over it.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Where it's like,
I have gay thoughts.
see if anyone hates something so much that they're like fuming to me about it, like out of context. I'm like, you have a problem, my friend. Like, whether it's hate anything at all, like, you know.
Yeah, like, you ever notice, like, whenever it comes to like racism, dudes are only racist against black guys because there's usually like a lot of insecurity behind that, and women are usually racist towards other women. It's never like the other way around.
I never thought of that.
Like, I noticed that a lot. Like, you'll never get like you know, vice versa. You'll never get a man being racist towards a woman. Well, in some cases, you know, there probably is a lot of cases of that, but I mean, just like the majority of it would be like the same sort of gender hating on each other, and I think a lot of it stems from insecurity. You know,
you have to think about it. I suppose back in the plantations as well. Like, obviously, I know, like, mental.
You said it as if like it was like, remember the pub was at the other side of the stage. Remember back
remember the pub was the outside of the stage. It was dark days. It's dark days. But no, but like, you think about the back of the plantations, right? But fucking take your mind back a wee second, right? But
do you mind?
But do you mind the time, right? No, but obviously terrible, etc., right? But the white men frequently had children with the black girls.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
Because
like,
there was no, they didn't give a fuck.
There's no like,
whenever you're getting your wang soaked, there's no like, whenever you're getting sucked, I don't see colour. You know what I mean?
That was the exact term they used back then. They were like, Felicia, fucking, I want sucked. She's like, yes, master.
Oh God, I don't know about the accent. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, there was no disgust when it came to that. You know, no. It was only like the guys being like, and obviously there's a lot of different like reasons why, you know, not just, you know, there's like back and forth racism from both sides. Like, you know, like there's reasons for women to get insecure around, like white women to get insecure around black women. You know, it might just be to do with the fact that, you know, they can, you know, put their hair a certain way, or vice versa. Like, you know,
black girls. But even cultural differences now. Like, people, I don't want to say this, I don't mean this exactly as it comes out of my mouth, but people want to be black now in terms of like things that are the origins of black culture and African culture are now the norm now. Like, hip hop's fucking hip hop is pop now. You know, and where it's
like rock and roll started off as like a black art form, you know? And anything with like bass and drums, and it came from like some sort of black culture.
So that's what I mean. Like, it's I don't know, it's weird, but I think what it boils down to is the personal issue you have with someone. See if I'm seeing,
or you're not, you know?
See if I see someone being racist online on Twitter, I'm not going to be fuming about it. Even if people are like, you know, what's the word, xenophobic? If it's like, you know, you hate a culture or something,
like a nationality.
Yeah, so like people are xenophobic.
Coming into our country.
Yeah, like if people are xenophobic,
making my Chinese, you know, like
if people are xenophobic against Irish people, or fucking people from Newry, if you hate something about me because of something I can't control, I don't really give a fuck. It's fine. Like, you're just a dick. It's fine. And then
unless you're from Lisburn, and then it's widely accepted. You know?
Lauren, what? But that's what I mean. Where if I see something online of someone hating on somebody because of a certain other thing, don't get me wrong, I'm not delighted when I see it, but I'm just like, I'll just boil it down to, well, that guy's just an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's all good, and that's, it goes out saying, like, see if I'm making jokes even amongst my mates, I always be like, listen. My mate's mum passed away a few years ago, and I slag him sometimes about it, because I'm probably the only mate that can't slag him, because we're like tight, you know. But I say it all the time, listen, bro, see if it's ever like, if I'm taking the piss like too much, just say it to me, and he's like, yeah, it's all good, it's fine. You know?
There's that like upfrontness about it, which I think, again, there's this whole thing. I don't like the thought of you should be allowed to say whatever the fuck you want to anyone.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm like, but then you have to deal with the consequences of being slapped from the wrong person, you know.
But that's like in work being like, technically you could just tell your boss to fuck off, but you're not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that whole freedom of speech thing, there's a line to it. But I also think that you shouldn't like give someone shit if they're having a bit of banter with their mates.
Yeah.
You know, you do get these fucking, like, I hate this word, like woke warriors, you know, like who will like, you know, try and defend someone who they have no business defending. You know, like they'll
get offended on behalf of somebody else.
Yeah, but then the person's like, "Why you fucking? I'm a grown man. I'll deal with this."
Yeah,
like,
I actually think it's funny. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
But that goes out saying, if I even the jokes on this fucking podcast, if someone's watching this and they're like they're gay or whatever, and they're like, I didn't really think that, just fucking right to me. I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean it. It's cool. It's fine.
Exactly. You can have a conversation about it.
But it's always open. It's always open to learn as well. And then I suppose comedy is it's the art of sort of treading on that line. Now, my jokes on stage aren't edgy at all. I don't really like to walk that line because I don't want to offend anybody. And again, I haven't thought of anything funny enough to even tread that line, like, narrowly. But it's one of them things where, like, someone doesn't like Pete and my fucking Madagascar joke. Not that he doesn't like, sorry, not my Madagascar joke, the Bob Sauce one. I done it for the first time, got a fucking, like, erupted into laughter. And then, like, 3 or 4 times after that, it was dog shit. And I done it the third time. And it ate shit at a bag of dicks on stage. And I just heard Pete in the background. You can hear it in the clip just going, oh! And I was like, because he was just watching me die in my hole. Like, and it's one of them ones where it's like, he just told me one day, he was like, that bit's probably not a bit. You know what I mean? He was like, it's funny. I think it's funny, but it just doesn't hit. There's something wrong with it, you know? And it's like Kill Your Darlings. That's why I came about, because I asked Kill Your Darlings is a writing term, obviously, for just getting rid of old bits and shit. But it's like anything. It's like, if I got that shitty Bob Sauce joke, I just ruined the punchline, can't never do it again. But if I do that shitty joke and it goes to the same hand, if I make a joke that's a wee bit too like, it's not funny because of X, Y, Z, then just fucking say it to me. It is what it is. Like,
what I do with those jokes, Justin Freeburn's masterclass. You just do crowd work, mate. But what I do with those sort of jokes that, you know, you might not think there's a finisher in it.
Yeah.
I try and like crowbar it into another joke.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about fucking, I don't know what to do with that one. Like, you know, like.
But I mix it into my gym bit.
Yeah,
like
or
the whole like healthy eating type shit. You know, I sort of mix it in there. Like
you could like throw that in anywhere. You could be like, so yeah, me and my girlfriend, we were sitting down, we were eating. You know, I had a fucking lack of goujons on, fucking, you know, get lost in the sauce with them. You know, and then just throw it in nicely. But then you have another bit to fall onto.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do with it. So.
I think the issue is whenever I do that, I use that as the end of my gym bit, where I should throw it in the middle and then finish off on the other end gym bits.
Yeah,
because
exactly,
it's not as you said, it's not a finisher. It's just like a throwaway. Because that's how the joke came to me. It was a throwaway joke. Like I was literally just fucking doing the thing in the house, and I was like, I thought of it. It was funny, but yeah, I don't know. But as we were saying in the chat earlier, I've got serious writer's block in a minute. It's not even writer's block. I've got a few things written down, but they're not really my style. They're more like stories that are funny whenever I'm telling it, but there's no like punchline to it. It's kind of like Colin Murphy's a wee bit, where it's like there's no punchline to it. The theme is just funny. You know what I mean?
I think, and it's just finding the way to word it that people will laugh at it.
Yeah.
But I think, know what the best thing for that is? Like, I had real bad writer's block there for a while, and I've only started, like, in the last, like, month or two, I've only started, like, really coming up with new shit again, you know? I had it for about 4 months, and I was like, fuck, I'm just doing my old set, like, you know, I don't give a fuck. And then I started just, like, out of nowhere, all this new shit started flowing out of me, just coming from random things that I would never have thought to write about before.
Yeah.
So it's more about just, like, recognizing the times to write something down, which is so hard to do when you don't know what you're looking for, you know? So sometimes things pass you by and you haven't a clue, but I've started writing down everything, man. Like, I literally, like, anything that happens, anything that anyone says, anything that I said, like, I'm like, this is being crowbarred in. Sometimes I just write down certain things that people will say that's, like, funny. Yeah. Like, the other day I wrote down names that are funny. Muriel. You know, like, I was like, if I'm writing a joke about someone, like, about a woman, I'll be like, I fuck up Muriel. You know, like, that's literally, like, shit like that, you know, looking out for things like that's weird, but...
That's literally, like, I've said this to you a couple of times, I've been writing down just stupid shit, and I write down just, like, stupid thoughts that I have that I would describe as, like, stoner thoughts, and I said this to you the other day, I was like, nuts are just flavoured wood, right? which, like, objectively true and funny, because it's, like, it's mental. It is. But that's why I wrote that down, I was like, where do I even squeeze this in? Like, how am I, where's the bit in that? So that's what I mean, I write down stupid funny things all the time, like silly things, and then I'm like, that has no substance to it, that's just a thing, like that's just a, you know, throwaway comment. So I need to get my mind into the first like 10 or 15 minutes I wrote like in separate 5-minute intervals. I had like a theme, it all tied together at the end, it was like a bit, you know, it was a whole section. Whereas now it's just like nuts or flavoured wood, like, you know what I mean? Like the downfall is crazy, like, you know.
I know, it's but there's so much opportunity for that because it's so funny, you know.
Yeah.
But I love just crowbarring shit into it, like I even just write down shit that might not even be a bit at any point, you know. Just like I might go, this could be like a sketch or a TikTok or something, some form of content. Like I was watching General Banter. I'm the biggest wanker ever. I swear I fucking hate myself. Going to do Lavery's tonight in my General Banter hoodie after watching the General Banter podcast. Colin who? That's Barry a blender, fuck me. I'm gonna have to say that to him just to make myself feel better.
Oh man, you can never done Lavery's again.
It's Conor Begley books it, it's alright. I mean, I'll cut that bit out. Fuck's sake. But he was talking to Rory Woods on his latest episode, being like, "Oh, podcast about a podcast, lovely."
Well, here we're just fix cancel culture there.
For fucking
like 4th week in a row. So we're alright.
He's got enough. Now we'll talk about what did you watch in the cinema this week? But he was talking about these big pair like fake tits that he bought for a sketch, and I was like, fake tits? Where would you even put that into a sketch? Yeah. And then he was talking about like the word sketch was just going through my head then. And he was talking about they came with like fucking discreet packaging and all, and in my head I was like, I wonder, like, you know, like it's not discreet up until the point, you know, like,
yeah,
someone has seen that dildo you've bought right up until like the package.
That's
like,
true. There are. Yeah,
someone had to look at your name on that package, you know, like,
yeah, someone knows what's in that package, like when it's leaving that distribution center. Like.
Exactly. So in my head, I thought to myself, it would be so funny to do there's a business that's like, oh, order through us. We only do discreet packaging. Like, you can order through Amazon, but click this wee button to get it delivered by us. Yeah. Because, you know, and then it's like fucking sail away in the background. And it's like all fucking beautiful and all. It's like all the workers like not like blindfolded, not even looking at the boxes in the advert. And then it just cuts to like what the office is actually like. And it's Bays all going, fucking Lord, say this dildo, mate. Fucking, she's got that in her blurt, you fucking hairbag. Fucking, what dirty bastard ordered these tits, mate.
Oh, man, so I've actually got 2 sex toy stories, right? Here we go.
Sex toy story, is that the 5th one? Or?
Oh god, it's the Pornhub version.
Yeah. That's not. I wrote down Toy Story 5. It's just going to be a fidget spinner with eyes. But anyway.
I'm dizzy. But yeah, so fucking there's definitely a Woody joke in there somewhere. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Buzz.
But yeah, true. Yeah, that's been done before. I think I actually seen multiple memes about that. Anyway, so out of my work, used to own a sex toy business, and I was speaking to him one day, and the words, these words come out of his mouth verbatim: "Can't move for dildos in my house."
We're coming down with him
because he doesn't sell them anymore. But the companies, the like fucking businesses, the companies, whatever the fuck. What am I trying to say? Keep sending them like. Just keep sending them fucking dongs on the post.
Like, fucking Love Honey, if you want to sponsor us, give us a shout.
But yeah, so just keep sending them, and he literally brought a bag of dicks into the office one day. That was before my time now, but fuck, I wish. Here, bring them back.
It's like when someone brings in like buns.
yeah.
They're on the kitchen table. They're working with them.
Do you wash your hands when you touch this?
I was just left over from whatever the daughter had last night, to be honest. I said I'd bring him into the work once, so what?
Holy fuck.
But he can't move for dildos.
I'm telling you. And then another sex toy story was a mate of mine came across some sex toys into his possession, right? How he came across them is actually a very boring story, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he was given them by an old pal of his that is no longer in the country, and not just specifically them. It's not like a will, you know what I mean? It's just a willy, but
will do.
Yeah. So yeah, she moved out of the country, and there was a little fucking box of her shit, and in amongst it was just fucking sex toys. So funny, and then he turned around. He was in the boot of his car, and he's like, "Do you want to look at the dildos?" I was like, "Yeah, certainly." So we were standing outside his house, right, broad daylight, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, right? And he just pulls out this device, right? This like ring on his finger, and then it goes up into this like ribbed thing, right? And he's waving it about, and he just goes,
"Yeah." Yeah, wait, what's going on? I'll cut it out. Like in 10-15 minutes, I just text you. Yeah, please. Alright.
No,
it's alright. I'll just... Anyway, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it cut from... Yeah, cut it. Sorry. Yeah. So, broad daylight, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, and he has this fucking ring thing that's pure ribbed and all at the top, and I was like, "What the fuck's that?" No, he looked at me, smiling, and goes, "That was in my arse." So I was like, holy fuck, get that away from me.
Was it, you know, like Officer Doofy?
Yeah. And then
smell my fingers.
he's waving it about, and then I'm like, oh, this is funny, and he just fucking hits me in the side of the head.
I'd sue someone over that.
I was like,
I'd write a diss track over that.
I said, what the fuck, bro? So he starts running away, and I grab one of the dildos out of the yoke. So I'm wielding this dildo, running around his park, like trying to throw it at him and shit.
You fucking real life Saints Row.
No ways. Yeah, man, we were just in stitches out, and then we both just copped on. It was like 3 o'clock in the day, like a Saturday, and we were both just having a dildo fight in his fucking front garden.
Quiet in the officer, isn't it? Just...
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, not ways.
Wife's doing my head in by
yeah. But yeah, I was insane.
Keeps asking to peg me, fuck's sake. Can't be dealing with it by the piles are growing on me.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, so fucking funny. I think he just still has him in the house. Just and now I should preface, it was clean. I didn't know that after he hit me with it. The only reason why he hit me with it is because it was clean. But I was like, the fact it was still in your arse.
You were wheeling fucking cocks like they were nunchucks. Fucking
Yeah.
back, you bastard. Fucking
Yeah, not what me running.
Tomahawk.
Me running about vibrating. Like, I fucking get you.
Sounding like you're speaking into a fan. What's the funniest way to like pronounce any of the sex toys in like a culty accent? You know, like culty.
Dilda.
Dilda. You know, the vibrator. You know, you get like that like mid Ulster like accent where it's like fucking they just don't pronounce anything right at all.
Or it's like whenever you meet like a guy, like a culture man who's like a one-up artist, you know, like, oh, you went to Tenerife, he went to Leavenworth. It's like you go, look at this, you know, the wee rabbit, like he's like, oh, it's not a rabbit, that's a fucking hare.
What's his fucking gazelle, man? Yeah, I love the cultyism.
Clit sucker, that couldn't suck shit.
Couldn't suck fucking what's
Snow for rope, makes no sense.
Snow for couldn't suck roast off a tow bar. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Or no, it's you could suck roast off a tow bar.
Suck the chrome of a tow bar, I've heard as well.
Or suck a softball through a straw.
Yeah. So one of my favorite ones is if someone's got pure mangle teeth. Firstly, the one is Sean Haggerty one-liner where the inside of his mouth looks like a DOE advert, right? And then another one is he could bite into a curly whirly and not touch any chocolate.
Yeah. There's a comedian used to do that. Honestly.
Oh, really?
But he'd done like 3 gigs.
Oh, really? I heard that like that's a pub joke.
Yeah,
like, but I love some of them. Like so good.
The Black Potty doing I met this racist fella, so I did, and he told me he wasn't racist. I'm not racist. No, I've got a black and white TV, and you're like, I mate no ball. You know, like I feel like I'm eating a packet of scampi fries and fucking in the local pub here.
Yeah, like,
my dad smelling like drink. You know, like
yeah, and just the wee poker machine.
I hate how well you did that. To fucking give me like the skitters a bit there.
I would pick up my dad in the pub, right, and he'd be playing the poker machine, and I'd be like, well, I was cracking all sitting chatting away, and he'd be like, are you in a rush? I'm like, no. He's like, this cunt's about to pay out. Man, many times I pick my dad up from the pub and I'm just watching, but we're chatting away for 20 minutes and he's just watching it and he just knows he's going to pay out. Like an absolute veteran of the game, like, yeah. And he would just press it and all he hears all these coins falling out. He's like, happy fucking days. But he'd always go, see if some cunt come behind me, win it. Take it out of the bar, 50 quid, went on to fuck no bar. Yeah. Like, oh, the amount of times that happened, like,
mate, no, you should genuinely do. Write that down as a bit. It's fucking brilliant. But like, you should go through all the podcast episodes and just write down shit that you've said, man.
Yeah.
I like, you're like, I'm having writer's block, and I'm like, the amount of shit you've said on this podcast that would murder on stage.
Yeah.
He's saying that's just about to pay out.
Yeah. What's
like, you know,
I swear, and like, yeah, and that's facts. Like, yeah, I swear to God.
Like, even we were talking about like crowbar and bits in a bit that I do when I'm talking about like my girlfriend doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah. And I just say something, I'm like fading out like an 80s song.
Yeah.
And then I go into this whole rant about 80s songs and then just go back onto the topic again.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like crowbar and stuff in, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, it's like doing fucking heroin. Anyway, she does jiu-jitsu, you know. Like,
yeah.
So like shit like that, you know, is good to like, I'm just trying to you know.
Yeah, no,
I
definitely should.
I
definitely should do it. And I think that all the time because sometimes I say shit in this podcast. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have said. I should have kept that for a bit. But at the same time, you can still do it. You know what I mean? One of the times I've seen like some of the big dogs listen to all their podcasts and see their stand up, I'm like, they got that from the pod because you know it's a same theme. You change it a wee bit, but that's the thing. Like,
half the shit's just like fucking like they go on like Tea With Me.
Yeah,
and it's like Aaron McCann. He'll like rant about something, and next thing you'll hear him do it in Lavery's that night.
Yeah,
you know, and you're
like the Andrew Tate thing, like you know what I mean? Which it's cracker bit. That's what I mean. But suppose this is writing if you think about it.
This is what this started as was me going, I'm gonna fucking just do like material out loud.
Yeah,
and like try out new bits and stuff and see how it is. You know, we'll just post the work in progress basically.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, guests start and want to come on and ruin the whole shit. It was great crack before that. But yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. But I think we'll wrap it up there. We're just over 40 minutes, so
sweet.
Yeah, because like Adam's asking me when am I able to collect them here, and my phone's on fucking 2%. Nightmare. But there. And I think I need to get diesel as well. So. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck. Forgot we're still recording. Yeah, have you anything to plug? Anything coming up or?
Yeah, so that play, I'm mad, right? So yeah, Crack Theatre, 9th to the 12th of May. I know absolutely nothing about it, but I know for a fact it would be good crack. Yeah, if I'm there, I'd be fucking leaping. No, it'll be good crack. Myself, Talal Jamar's doing it as well. I'm sure there's a few odd heads doing it.
It'll probably be the odd wee fucking Roboid or Ian McElwee or Ian
someone
McElwee
throwing in there. Yeah. But I'd say it'd be good crack. It's like it'll definitely be a good laugh for me anyway. I'm going to enjoy myself. So get down to it if that's your thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing. I think I'll plug this for fucking forever and a day. But the Terrace Laughs on Thursday the 30th of May, and there's been a development in that whole wing situation as well. Remember I was saying about?
Yeah.
So not uncertain yet. I was speaking with the guy who runs the venue today.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the works essentially. I don't have a date planned. Not in concrete yet. There's still a couple of kinks to work out or whatever. But keep an eye on my socials at Soupy Stephen on Instagram, because there is a new gig coming to Newry possibly. Woo. The premise of the gig is, I'm going to call it Wing It or Winging It, something like that.
Hey, man, just put a pin in that. I want to answer the phone while Adam's on.
Go ahead, bro.
Yo!
What's up, brother?
Well, we're actually just finishing up recording here. You're currently on the mic. What's the crack?
Oh, am I on the podcast?
Yeah.
Right, what's my favourite racial slur?
We've been through that, Adam. Don't worry about it.
We've done it now, man.
What's the topic?
We're literally just doing the plugs, and then we're going to get out of here.
Oh, do you want me to plug something?
Alright, plug my hole, bro.
Aborted fetuses.
Alright, anyway. Yeah, we're... Jesus Christ. We're literally...
He was going to have such a normal conversation until he heard you on the pod and he starts snoring like a pig. Like, I love it.
I know, anxiety riddled out of him. But, yeah, man. No, we're going to wrap this up in 2 minutes here, and then I'm spinning the wheels here, right?
Right.
Alright, so I'll text you when I've left here.
Right.
Fruit. Yeah, so
your phone's giving me serious anxiety sitting like that. Oh my god.
Sorry, I'll set it. Yeah, so no, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, you're right. So yeah, keep an eye on my socials. The
Soupy Stephen.
Soupy Stephen. It's gonna be called Wing It or Winging It. The premise is, I think I'm gonna do 6 comedians with a headliner, including a headliner. Sorry. I think I'm gonna host it myself. And you eat a really, really fucking spicy wing. I tried the sauce the other day, and I'm not. It's fucking no joke.
Sent us a video. Developed a lisp halfway through.
Yeah, I swear to God, I turned into Mike Tyson.
Like, this fucking hot lad. Can't you fucking breathe right now?
I watched it back and I was like, that's really cringe. Looks like I'm putting that on, bro. I was in the trenches.
I was gonna text you while you were in the middle of I was like, I wonder if it's still hot on him. And I thought I'd reply too late. I was gonna say, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. I don't know why. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
But yeah, man, it's hot as fuck. But I think it's a nice amount of hot where it kicks the whole ear for 5 minutes, 5 to 7, and then it sort of lays off a bit. And so I feel like it'll be 10-minute sets for everyone. It's not as if you're down your whole on stage, and it mightn't even be fun for the crowd. I feel like it's a good crack. Everyone's having a laugh at you, fucking like,
even if your jokes are down on their whole, they're gonna laugh at you. Fucking,
being spicy.
Everyone's reactions,
and then towards the end of your set, you'll come around it and you'll be able to deliver the end of your set. So keep an eye on that, folks. I don't want to finalise a venue or anything yet, just in case anything falls through. But just keep an eye on my socials for that. And it's gonna be fucking great crack.
100%, yeah. So just, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the User Hectic Podcast.
I know, I realised it in the intro. I realised.
So just following us on Instagram at Justin Freeburn, not Soupy Stephen. Keep it out for gigs and stuff. I'm sort of just doing podcasts at the minute. So started producing Meet the Parents podcast for Sean Haggerty and Diona Doherty. So go check that out. They're absolutely hilarious. That SIM card from Hardy Bucks on this week. Got to meet him. That was crazy. So yeah, 100%. Just keep an eye out. Go follow us. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you get the chance, lad, go give us a wee rating on Spotify, because I've started noticing a lot more people get like a notification when people like rate it.
Oh, nice.
It's been like 10 in the last 2 weeks. I was like, class, who the fuck's doing this?
Yeah, unreal.
Fake accounts giving us 1 star. But yeah, so no, listen, thank you very much for listening. Tune in every week. We're fucking doing funny shit. And fucking if someone comes in and fucking cashes this podcast out after me, I'll be fucking raging. But yeah. No worries, guys. Take it easy.
Woo! Good luck.
Press the hectic button.